My name is Lindsey, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a hip opening practice. And you will need a block for this practice, so you can set yourself up. And we're going to start on the back today. So whenever you're ready, just coming down onto your back, working into Supta Baddha Konasana. So the soles of the feet will come together, and the knees will draw out wide. Now, if you do feel like this is too intense for your hips, if you have two blocks, you can slide them underneath the upper thighs just to give you a little bit of support while you're here. And once you get comfortable, just settle in. Taking a moment just to feel your body in this opening pose. Now giving yourself a little bit of support here. The hands can come underneath the thighs. And just drawing the legs back together. You can curl the knees in towards the heart, hold the shins, and just give yourself a little release here through the hip joint. You can move as well, just rocking from side to side. And then release your knees and bring your feet back to the floor, and you'll take your feet out as wide as your mat. Moving through a gentle windshield wiper action through the legs. Just lower the knees over to the right on your next exhale. And then inhale, draw the knees back up to center. Exhale, lower over to the left. And then inhale, come back to center, and just continue with this windshield wiper action through the legs. Loosening up through the hip joints. Now, the next time that your legs fall over to the right-hand side, just leave them there for a couple of breaths. And you can stay exactly like this, or if you want a little bit more depth, you can take your right ankle and just hook it to the outer edge of your left upper thigh or your left knee here. And just letting the weight of your right leg draw your left knee a little closer to the floor, while at the same time trying to roll the left ribs back down to the floor. One more breath here. Now, if you did go with the hook of the ankle, just release the right foot back down and do a few more rocking actions with the legs. And now the next time that your knees fall over to the left, you can leave them there and pause. Or hooking the left ankle just on the outer knee, drawing the knee gently towards the floor. Rolling the right lower waist, right lower ribs back down towards the floor. And if you went with the hook of the ankle, release the foot back down. And bring your legs back to center. You can do one more windshield wiper to both sides. And then coming all the way back up. Now plant your feet on the floor, hip distance apart, and take your right ankle, cross it over top of the left thigh. Now keep the right ankle really flexed so that the ankle's not twisting or sickling on you as you start to work into the opening of the right hip. So you're going to lift your legs up, and then you can catch behind your left hamstring. Some of you may also choose to go in front of your left shin, but you want to try and stay grounded through the back plane of your body. So if you find that by holding the shin, your head wants to stay lifted or your shoulders want to stay lifted, just take behind the hamstring, go a little bit softer. This is the beginning of class, so you don't need to go into your fullest expression right away. And then keeping that right ankle really flexed, hug your left knee in even just an inch more. But see if you can widen your right knee away from your right shoulder. So you may be able to use your right elbow to do this. You could also take your right hand off of the back of your left thigh and use your hand to draw the knee forward. or even just using a little bit of muscular energy to keep widening the right knee away from you as you hug the left knee in. So as you are drawing the left knee in towards you, you want to start to widen the right knee away from your right shoulder. So I can use my elbow here, but if that doesn't seem accessible for you, you can release your right hand from the clasp at the back of your left thigh and use your right hand to widen the knee away. This will just help to separate the muscles through the outer right hip, creating a deeper and more penetrative stretch into that side. Couple more breaths here. Good. Now, releasing the hands from the back of the right or the left thigh, take hold of your right foot in your right hand, and then place your left foot back to the floor as the right foot extends towards the ceiling, coming into a half happy baby pose. So as you hold on to the right foot, try and hug your right knee down towards your outer ribs on the right side. And you can feel for yourself if this is enough for you. You can stay with the left knee bent. For those of you that maybe want a little bit more here, you can straighten the left leg forward along the mat. Now do your best to keep your heels stacked over top of your knee so your shin bone will be in a vertical position. And then try and ground one more time evenly through both of your shoulder blades. Pause and breathe. Now release the right foot and hold now either onto the back of your right hamstring with your hands. Some of you might be able to hold onto the calf muscle or even the ankle. And then press up through your right heel, so get really long through the right leg. And as you flex the right toes towards your face, begin to now hug your right leg in towards your chest. Now, as you are here, you might feel like this is far too deep of a stretch through the right hamstring, and if that's the case for you, just bend the left knee, place the foot back onto the floor, and this will give you some more support while you're here. Now, grounding back through the shoulders, keep pressing up through the heel, and try and keep the right hip heavy, dropping to the floor. Stay here for 3 full breaths and breathe right into the belly of the right hamstring, right into the center of the back of the thigh. Now releasing the grip of your right leg, keep it straight, and then lengthen your left leg forward, but let the heel just hover off of the floor. And then take your arms forward, fingertips extend, try and keep the shoulders back. And with your next inhale, just lift your head, lift your shoulders, and hold and breathe here for 5, 4, keep your face soft, 3, 2, and 1. Bend both of your knees, place your feet back onto the floor, and then cross this time your left ankle over top of your right, keeping that left ankle nice and flexed. Lifting the legs up when you're ready, the hands can clasp behind the right hamstring. You can take in front of the shin as well, just making sure that the back of the body stays grounded. And then working that deepening by widening the left knee away from the left shoulder. Elbow or hand can help assist in this widening. Working here with the breath to try and create a little bit more space into the left hip. Finding 2 more breaths here. Now releasing the grip at the back of the right leg, and hold now to the left foot with the left hand. The right knee can start bent with the foot on the floor, and as you hug your left knee down, try and ground your left shoulder blade and keep that nice grip onto the left foot. And then for those of you that feel you want a little bit more, you can extend the right leg forward, Right hand can come to the top of the right thigh, just trying to keep it grounded to the floor. Still breathing as low as the pelvic floor here. Take the breath nice and deep. Remaining for 2 more breaths. And now release the hold of the left foot. The hands can come behind the left hamstring or behind the calf muscle or the ankle or the foot. Now root up through the left heel, soften down through the left sit bone, and then begin to hug the left shin in towards your forehead. Again, if you feel like it's too much, right knee can always bend, foot on the floor, or staying with that leg extended for more depth into the back of the left leg. Remain here for a few more breaths. Try and soften the shoulders back, even lengthen the back of the neck more. Now releasing the left leg, but keep it lifted, leg is straight. Hover now the right foot off the floor, right leg is straight. Reach your fingertips forward, shoulders are back. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lift and hold. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees can bend, hug the legs in. And then when you're ready, just tip yourself over onto one side, come into fetal pose. Give yourself a few breaths here.